Took him down. And a timeout with 1:02 to go in regulation time.
Thing inside here is going to be Norm Johnson. Anything that they get stuck with out here is going to be David Akers. Now they want to get in closer than 35 because Norm is such an accurate.
Right.
You're really taking a shot in the dark with Akers if you got to go that far.
3rd and 3. The pass for Johnson is caught. 1st down for the Eagles. Good catch by Charles Johnson. Clock running. 50 seconds. Eagles still have 2 timeouts remaining. Peterson being pressured. Throws. Wide open with Johnson. He threw it behind him. He was wide open on the play.
Well, they're the plays that Peterson has to make, and he knows it. He missed C.J. 3 times last week that could have been touchdowns. Now, that one probably wouldn't have been a touchdown, but would have been a big chunk of getting them to where they want to go with Norm Johnson.
Here's 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 48. Blitz. And the Giants have them. Back at the Eagles' 45. Sam Garnes leading the way. 3rd sack.
Get rid of the ball.
And a timeout.
Timeout. Philadelphia.
He held it too long. You got to get rid of it. Make sure you're the quarterback out there on the team. You're leading this team. This is your team. This is your drive. You're under a minute, and you need a field goal to win. It's in your hands. You're the conductor of this orchestra now. Anything that how it goes. If you get a sour note, it's on you.
Well, now the discussion on the Eagles sideline. The timeouts remaining, 34 seconds to go, regulation time. The Eagles led 17-3 at halftime. Doug Peterson heads back for the huddle. The Giants defense has come up big in the 2nd half, shutting out the Eagles, forcing a turnover to put them in position to tie the game. Eagles have to get to the Giants' 38 for a 1st down. Peterson throws over the middle. It's complete, but short of a 1st down. Charles Johnson making the catch.
Down the ball.
The ball is at the 41-yard line.
Of scrimmage.
This is a 4th down. 4th down play. And they're calling timeout. They've called timeout with 8 seconds to go. Well, some confusion here because any field goal try would probably be close to 60 yards.
They've got time for. No, they don't. Nope.
That's it.
Yeah. You're either going to take a shot.
You're going to try a
1st down or
59-yarder. David Akers will try a 59-yard field goal. He kicked the 3rd tied.
Timeout.
The 3rd longest.
That's our 3rd and final one. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
His 53-yarder last week tied the 3rd longest in Eagles history. He's got a strong leg. But there was some confusion as the Eagles were 4th and 3. 8 seconds to go in regulation time.
You know, I think Andy Reid called a running play to Doug Peterson
on 4th down.
On 4th down, right there, try to get the 1st down. And Deuce Staley wasn't lined up in the backfield. He was motioning to him to get in the backfield.
This will be straight away. A 59-yard attempt to win the game. Peterson holding. David Akers will attempt it. And it's on the way, and it's short. And this game is going to go to overtime. There's 3 seconds to go. Now let's see. What do the Giants have? One last Hail Mary. There's 3 seconds to go, and the Giants get the ball at their own 49-yard line. They have time for one last play. With the game tied and 3 seconds remaining in regulation time. Let's see what Jim Fossil has called. The Eagles defensive backs dropping all the way back.
All the way to the end zone.
3 wide receivers up top. Graham. Now he steps up and lets it fly to the end zone. It's tipped and almost caught. It was broken up, but not before it bounced around a little bit. And the Giants and Eagles are going to overtime.
There will be an overtime. We played the same as the fourth quarter with 2 exceptions. Each team only has 2 timeouts, and the first team to score wins.
Monty Toomer almost came up with that ball, didn't he?
Damon Moore, number 43, made a huge play. After the initial tip, the ball was there to be caught.
He batted
Moore
it back down.
knocked it down. Big play. 2 timeouts for each team in the overtime. First team to score wins. The last time the Eagles played overtime was late last season when they lost to Arizona.
Who's going to make the call? What is your call? Heads is his call. It is a head. What's the ball? Which goal do you wish to hear?
The Giants
won the toss. They will receive.
Giants receive to start overtime. Tied at 17. And we'll be back with it in just a moment. As they lined up 4th and 3, there's Doug Peterson looking to the sideline. Here's Deuce Staley lined up, but there's confusion. Peterson is looking, and he's not sure about what play. Now Staley comes and calls timeout, and that was the last timeout the Eagles had. So we head for overtime. Last time the Giants played in overtime, November 23rd, 1997, finished in a 7-7 tie. David Akers will kick it off. David Patton and Bashir Livingston deep. Looking at Scott Gagnon. The Eagles led 17-3 at halftime. Line drive kick by Akers. Livingston a yard deep, brings it out. And he's brought down around the 27-yard line by Eric Bieniemy. Don't forget, following the Giants and the Eagles, it's the Cowboys and the Colts seen in the New York area. It will not be seen in the Philadelphia area. We'll be seeing local programming. Eagles go to Carolina next week to play the Panthers. Giants have a bye week. First team to score wins. Giants have LaShawn Johnson and Charles Way in the backfield.
They don't have enough men out on the field.
Pete Mitchell comes on late. 2 tight ends on. Play clock at 6. Johnson on first down. Found the hole and gets across the 30-yard line.
Jim, does anybody want to win this game?
They do. I think the Giants have shown it. The Eagles tried to protect that lead and didn't do a good job of it.
I thought their offensive line in particular, in the fourth quarter, seemed to lose the confidence and the surge that they were playing with in the first half.
Ball for 32, 2nd and 5. Howard Cross in motion. Graham outside away, who dropped the ball. James Darling was covering on the play. Darling back in the game. Jim Fossil checking his play chart.
Looking for that 3rd and 5 play.
That's it. Both tight ends have gone out for the Giants. 3 wide receivers, 2 backs. Eagle fans urging on their defense. Hilliard in motion. Graham, pass batted away. Graham's got it back. And he is brought down at the 30-yard line. And we welcome you to Vet Stadium in Philadelphia. Sam Rosen along with Bill Moss. We are in overtime. The Giants won the toss, and it's 3 and out for them.
Watch this. Bill Johnson gets a push in here. He gets his hands up and bats this ball. Now, Graham, this is actually heads up because that's all he can do right there is run with it now. Now. He thought about it. You can see he thought, can I pass it? And he remembered. He pulled it down. That's all he can do. So it's a pass and a completion to himself.
Bill Johnson with a big play. And now it's Johnson who is down on the field. He has had an ankle injury all season long. And there is Johnson who gets a big push in the middle of the line.
Yeah, he's had that all day. One of Ike Grease's sacks came from Bill Johnson's push in the middle.
So the Giants have won the coin toss, got the ball, unable to move it. 8th punt of the game for Brad Maynard. The Eagles led this game 17-3 at halftime. The Giants came back with 14 points in the 4th quarter to tie it.
Now this is a big change of field position overtime. This is key now. Andy Reid over there huddled with his offense, talking to his line.
Rossum has had one good punt return in this game, a 27-yarder. He's got room to take this back. Buckley missed him. Trying to get to the sideline. He's out of bounds. At the 27-yard line, 43-yard punt for Brad Maynard.
Nice field position there. Now, Andy was over on the sidelines, and he went over and he talked to his offensive line, and he talked to some of the guys, the receivers, saying, hey, you know, this is a stepping stone. If this is, you're talking about the maturation process of this team and where they're going, they've had an opportunity in the 4th quarter to put this game away, to seal it. They didn't do it. Now they've got another chance here. Giants had their shot, first possession, they can drive the field.
Off the play fake, Peterson throws incomplete. Jason Sehorn almost intercepted. Pass intended for Torrance Small. The Eagles have made some mistakes. An interception by Jesse Armstead. A field goal blocked by Christian Peter. A fumble by Deuce Staley at the 5-yard line. Giants took it and went in to tie the game. 2nd and 10. Johnson in motion. Staley picking his way up to the 30 and across to the 31-yard line. Staley had 83 yards rushing at halftime. The Giants have held him to about 15 here in the 2nd half.
And when you put the game on the offensive line, Andy Reid can communicate with those guys. He knows he was a lineman. And he tells, come on, you guys, take over the game. Watch Brzezinski and Trey Thomas get this push right here. Look at that. That's a nice push. Lead up on Widmer, the fullback, and that's where you get that surge.
Staley's carried for 95 yards in the game. Just 12 in the 2nd half. Eagles have to get to the 38 for a first down. Peterson throws, and it is complete. Charles Johnson slipping away. Sehorn never saw the pass coming. Johnson makes the catch for a first down in Giants territory. And we welcome those of you who have been watching the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons winning it 27-20. Here in Philadelphia, we're in sudden death overtime. The Giants had the ball first, failed to move it. The Eagles now pick up a first down at the Giants' 47. 23-yard pass from Doug Peterson to Charles Johnson. Deuce Staley looking for room. Sam Garnes brings him down at the 43-yard line. He's close to 100 yards, is Deuce Staley.
I'll tell you who's had a tough day today for the Giants. Jason Sehorn.
Yeah.
Small has taken it to him on that 80-some-yard touchdown pass. And also Charles Johnson's had a couple catches on him. And what they've been doing with Jason is they've been keeping him in motion. Jason's been having to run across the line of scrimmage a lot, having to play catch-up. When he's had a plant sometimes, he's lost his footing.
2nd and 6 for the Eagles. Staley ran by the blocking, and Bernard Holt